Thieves have something going, but can they reset? Can they get them out of the base? First player done. All on the trade gets dropped as well. But can Huke win a big gunfight? Gets the assistance there from Kenny. No trophy necessary. Daptius toward the backside of the point. Is he going to stay alive because of the nade? No, the extra damage is done. 5-4 in lives, but 2 players, they're still here. They're still here for the Thieves. Can anybody from London get here in time? Shawnee has to jump in. He's still in the point, but Venom, the Thieves hold on and they get the trades as it will be a 3-0 sweep.
Welcome back to Major 3 presented by USAA. Take a look at Los Angeles Thieves. They're hype after a victory. They get a 3-0. They handle business. But now, Joe, it is a tough task ahead of them.
Yeah, going up against Toronto Ultra. And, I mean, you know, maybe some not expected Toronto Ultra to be down here, but they had a very tough match versus Atlanta FaZe where it goes all the way to a map 5. Yeah. But now, it's just around the LA Thieves, right? Can they build some momentum off of that win? You're looking at Toronto Ultra to come out hot.
Yeah, and I said during the last match that it was very hard to feel like anyone was going to beat FaZe or Ultra outside of maybe NYSL after watching that match. Like their match was nuts. It was just 2 Titans throwing everything at each other. It was awesome to see. And are Thieves up to it? I don't know, but I'm really excited to see if they're going to be able to pull it off. But for this Thieves roster, it is not going to be easy. I want to meet the squad though. They've got Huke in the lineup now. Let's take a look. This is the Los Angeles Thieves. Los Angeles Thieves, they're looking to find that groove. I mean, newly formed team. They lose their first couple of matches with Huke, but they have been fun to watch. Drazah has quickly become one of my favorite players in the league. I tweeted about it, like just seeing him laughing in the comms, whether it's a loss, a win, he gets smoked. Like it just seems like he is so happy to be playing and competing in Call of Duty that, I don't know, I find it intoxicating. It's awesome to see.
Yeah, it is. You know, Venom, he's been, you know, watching some of their content. He's opened up a little bit more. Really funny guy to watch, but you know, you have your leader in Kenny. He has been sensational throughout this throughout stage 3, and now they get the Huke added to their lineup. Just, you know, how much better can they get? They've talked about it. They have to sort of rebuild their system, get back to where they were.
Yeah, and Kenny, you know, you mentioned him. He bounced back in a big way. Didn't have the greatest series to kick off Major 3, but what a one he had. Now you're just keeping it going, trying to find that groove today as we continue on. But Ultra, they're behemoths, man. They win the last major. They look so good. They find themselves in a loser's bracket again, but I don't think anyone doubts their ability to make a run and maybe win this entire thing. Let's take a look at the team. Toronto Ultra.
Boy, oh boy, what a slaughter that was of Cammy on a bit of a tear now. Ah, dang, Ultra are looking fine. The battle for the North is already off to a great start.
Strong start from Toronto.
Toronto have just taken the major. They truly are Ultra and...
They were so close yesterday, Joe. I know it was also close to being a 3-0, but they brought it back. They got to a game 5. They got to their bread and butter on Raid, where they have looked perfect at times, but they come up a little bit short against their toughest competition in the league. And I think some of us have been wondering the sense of, you know, you were so good in stage 3. You're flawless. You barely dropped maps. When you take that loss, is the confidence shaken?
Well, I mean, I'll say my opinion, no. I think what you saw from them in Game 3 and Game 4 is, if you were a Toronto Ultra fan, what you wanted to see, which is they continue to clutch up in those moments where it just looked like at times they were unbeatable. But now to our game fuel keys. The victory for Toronto Ultra. Bounce back and search and destroy. They went 0-2 versus FaZe. Insight was 6-16 versus that. Before that in stage 3 at a 1.27 throughout stage 3, leading the league. So a big bounce back mode for him. Connects and Bants, they need to keep the confidence and control. They are 6-0 in that stage 3, and the plays that they were making in those rounds kept them in that game. And then come out of the gates hot. Yeah, these are coming off a win. Don't allow them to get comfortable.
it's like the opposite for them this tournament from that sense. Like they were the team that got hot. They were the team playing squads that were waiting for them, right? Like they made that losers bracket run. Today, you know, they might be on the receiving end of a hot Thieves team, and yeah, how do you deal with that? I think it's gonna be important, but yeah, they're doing the breathing exercise. Apparently, it's contagious. I believe I saw Insight doing it as well. They're focusing up. Thieves key to victory now, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, they lost both hard points to Florida, but everyone went positive against London in that map one. Kenny had 34, Huke had 30. They bounced back in a big way after that, so you like to see that. And then face the small mistakes that are playing their S&D. We've seen it a couple of times on Express especially. Fix those mistakes. You cannot give away free rounds to our top teams in this league, especially Toronto Ultra, with how good they are at search and destroy. And well, Control, I talked about, you're going up against an undefeated team in stage 3. It has to stay strong here. We're headed to Garrison in that map 3. What can the Thieves do there?
Yeah, and you add a player like Huke, who is, you know, kind of like how we talked about aBeZy yesterday. Like, you live and die by him sometimes with the plays he's going to make. Can the other three be structured enough that they can make this thing work? But now to our maps and moats, Joe, when you went through it, the vetoes and everything, anything stand out?
I mean, map 1, we saw Toronto Ultra on this raid hardpoint. Thieves are 1-7 on this map throughout the year, 0-3 throughout stage 3, but you know, they didn't want to play him on Garrison hardpoint, so I totally get it. I feel like the Los Angeles Thieves they've had some moments where, I don't know, raid is a map where like you go back and you fix a thing or two, you probably win multiple times, but it's just, can you do that? And we saw how good Ultra was. Garrison Control. I talked about LA Thieves being 6-1 in Control. They have not played that map though.
No, when I looked at it, my first thought was Thieves have to win one of the first 3 or they're 3-0. Well, obviously they have to win one, but like the sense of it doesn't get good for them until later in the series. Like it starts out great for Toronto, right? There's some better maps, like the second hard point for Thieves, but until you get there, you just got to get there.
Yeah, you would love to get to Checkmate hardpoint. We've seen how good they've been there. But here we go, on the raid hardpoint. Right off the start, Bance able to find a kill. Now just playing his life. Early time, going the way to Ultra, and they're going to try and get aggressive, see if they can flip those spawns early on.
And this team, I mean, it's like, I know they're 5-6. But that was a lot of losses at the beginning of the year. They are so much better here. A multi-kill from CleanX. And it's clean from Ultra. We'll see if he can keep this streak going. Everyone stacked up courtyard looking to pinch. Well, looking to push into the front door and into CleanX they go. CleanX and Cammy, the wrecking crew, get all 4 as Thieves punished as they group up.
Oh, well, you talked about starting out hot, and this is a good way to do it. They start on the bad side of raid. They have a flawless break. CleanX, he gets a triple multi-kill, which flips the spawns. He's now on a 5 streak. We'll see if he can earn some score streaks. One player, though, Pants does spawn out. Look at number 2. Did not stay that patient with his kill cam, but it does not matter because CleanX is disgusting on raid.
I mean, tissues are used to clean up messes. I mean, he's making one. Like, dude, the plays he is making are unreal. Going off right now. They've got to be fired up. Let's go to an Astro listen in with Toronto Ultra.
Nice play. Fucking go. I'm pushing it mid.
You fucking smoke them.
Yep. I'm pushing it mid, by the way. Get my 6.
Trying to get this
Give me
camera.
more steps. Give me more steps.
I'll try to get
They
it.
may just rotate.
Yeah, I think they have.
Yeah.
I might have hit it. I'll help you, sick.
I'm just waiting. Fuck, he's named me.
Behind your camp, Huke.
Really? Nice, good shit. You can spawn out. Nice, good shit, man.
I'm with you, Ben.
I'm waiting.
Yep, wait up. Get the next kill here.
Fuck all.
One shot there.
Nice, stop hitting me at back. There's one more. He's gonna be behind.
AC.
Okay.
Low weak.
Hit me hold now. You got no trophy, Cam. I'll get you right, Cam. I'm pushing him.
That's one ring. I'll stay ring here.
Oh, mid dead.
I stay like
Nice, well played.
I'm ring.
Sorry, I'm about to push out right.
Careful. I'm out left.
I'm push out everywhere, by the way. I'm playing out. You're fine.
One red laundry on me.
I'm pushed out right. Yeah.
Play a corner in.
Make sure we don't leave gaps. I've got right.
I have Zig.
That
Nice.
Got all the right.
Yeah,
I got the whole right.
There'll be one more left on me.
I mean, I'm just staring at right. I've not
right.
Yeah, I can hear them.
Yeah, nothing left on me.
On Zig now.
Nice cat. Nice too. Well played.
Let's play. Get all those streaks here.
Oh, I made that pretty cute. He went back to P5.
I'll call the cross.
I got full streaks as well.
Nice. I'll call the cross.
Two mid. 3 mid.
I'll drag one more.
Nice. I'm hitting Zig.
Yeah, I don't see anything but that.
Okay, 2 pillars.
Let's start.
Rotate
when you spawn. Rotate when you spawn.
Not dead.
Probably. I'm not blocking.
Play
left. We have streak.
Left. He's gone back about laundry steps now to the left side. I'll be back laundry.
Try and get a Kenny here, okay? Let's go.
Okay, we have streaks.
Kenny out of laundry. Kenny out of laundry. Really weak. Ran away.
Go that way.
Listen, we got streaks, man.
Bash
We
him.
can just streak and go around the back.
Yeah, we can. We can.
For sure.
You should streak, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Fucking-
well, I'll hold cruise.
I'll
Yeah.
pinch front as well. Let me start pinching front.
We're holding it now. Holding it, Cam.
Yeah, do it.
Wait for me.
He's back kitchen, back kitchen.
Yeah,
Okay,
Kenny
one
in the
back
streak.
streak,
Kenny in the
I
streak. I got him. I'm curving it.
Yeah. Cover it in.
One.
There's one out. Lad, one's front. Venom. Venom
back
front.
up.
I'm watching
Venom's
high
front.
streak.
Venom's front.
Yeah, front, close right.
Push him.
Close.
Yeah, he's coming.
Nice.
Weak close.
Nice, good job.
I got the back.
I'm Tiki.
Close right.
I got the back.
Jumped up. One shot.
Joe, I don't consider myself an expert on murder, though I did listen to some murder podcasts one time on a long road trip. I do believe we are now witnessing one.
You think? This is just... Yeah, this is destruction. 14 points for LA Thieves. You have 2 sets of streaks on Insight and CleanX. The Insight used his cruise missile to break that hill. This might be the fastest hardpoint of the year.
I thought yesterday, the series with NYSL, that was like the most dominant thing I've seen. Tyler, our stats guy, if you can get to us quickly what the most lopsided hardpoint of the year is, because it might not be it, but it's approaching it if they keep on at this pace.
No,
It
this
is.
is it. This is it, yeah.
Well, if they close it out and, the Thieves don't make a run. Right now, it is on pace for it, 100%. Like, this is insane. Perfection from Ultra. If there was any worry, maybe a slow bounce back from the loss or a hot 100 Thieves team would be a problem. They're alone on the map right now.
It's like a lead play game. Like all 4 of them just queued up. They got
All right,
hardpoint.
Oh, well, this is interesting. I was just told that Thieves actually own it right now. They beat Minnesota by 190 on Moscow. So what, a 250 to 60 they were able to do. This might destroy that. We're looking at a record on the year right now. By
This is
a
done.
wide margin. Lord God, CleanX with his 70-second triple of the game.
They're going to start calling in streaks like we see in Control. They're already on the next hill. This is over. Done. They're not getting in.
Joe's calling for the
14
closeout
points.
now.
14 points.
14 on the board for Thieves. They get in for a second to contest, but clearly cleaned off of it. It started from the break. It ends here. Thieves just handed the most devastating loss on the year. Ultra with the knockout blow in the map 1. Woo! How do you recover from that? We talk a lot about abilities to bounce back and, hard points different than search. But that is one of the worst defeats I have ever seen in my history commentating. Holy hell.
I don't even know what to say. Just impressive stuff from Toronto Ultra. You got to give them props. Their ability right from the get-go to destroy, I don't know, any adjective you want to put in there. That was it. And that was a very fast map. But props to CleanX because he really opened things up with a couple of multi-kills that gave him those streaks that gave them around a 100-point lead. And then it just got uglier and uglier.
Yeah, and it's just, again, to the point where I keep stressing, yes, Ultra play the game correctly. And yes, there are a lot of things about their play that is impressive from a teamwork standpoint. Their comms have gotten better. But they are superstars. You don't beat a team like that unless you are. They're unbelievable. Holy crap. Annihilated them. Do we even need to show the stats? What were they positive? Well, 19, 32, 40. Positive 40. They outslayed them by 40 in a 6-second game.
All right. Miami S&D's up next.
All right, well, we got to go to break. I need to go take a shower after watching that. It was just disgusting from Ultra. Woo! Look at them getting hype. One more look at the reaction as they close out the map 1. We'll see if Thieves can revive themselves heading into the map 2.
Call of Duty League is presented by T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. Set your sights on the competition with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G. Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. Zenni, the official eyewear for the CDL. Armor your eyes with Zenni Blocks blue light protection glasses by visiting zenni.com/gaming.
CDL viewers, hey, it's No Jay here. Well, step on in. Let's sit down for a second. Let's talk. Now, we're all part of this wonderful thing that is the CDL, right? We all are just unbiased individuals. We definitely do not each have our own individual teams that we're going for here. Listen, every single game this entire weekend is a big game, a must-win game. And I gotta know, who's about to win this one? I need this chat room to be absolutely filled with every single person's prediction about who is going to take this game home, who is going to win it all, who is going to go the distance in order to secure this W. We're all CDL fans at the end of the day, but I am here for a good competition, and I've got my predictions, but I want to hear from you. Who is yours? And without further ado, now that I've ruined the chat room, we'll go ahead and send it back.
Welcome back to Major 3. Joe, how long did you compete? How many years?
I mean, I don't know, 7, 8 years, I think, something like that.
How many tournaments do you think you played in? A lot, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen perfection, destruction, anything like that?
I mean, I'm sure people can go back and look at a couple of maps. It's very rare. You know, there's definitely been some, but you don't expect that in this league with 12 teams. That was, I don't know whatever you want to call it. I really, that was crazy. It's like the map started and then we got to kitchen and Kleenex wiped the map and then it was done. I mean, that was over in 6 Hills.
Well, maybe they saw my tweet about, you know, I've been loving the vibes. I've been loving, you know, Drazah's having fun, laughing, enjoying himself. They just killed their happiness and joy. I think that Ultra literally killed joy.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the question, I guess the best thing for them is now you go to a search and destroy where it's your map pick that wasn't your hardpoint map pick. Maybe teams now veto raid hardpoint against Toronto Ultra. That's what I'm learning. I'm writing that one down based on what I've seen the last 2 series.
Yeah,
because Toronto have worked on this hardpoint map, it seems, from Major 2 to here. They got a lot better at it.
All right, well, now you have to somehow answer back, and you know you've said a lot. Like, one of the nice things about Call of Duty and the different modes is it's a very different game now. You shift focus, it slows down. You can't really get run through in the same capacity at times by a hot team when it comes to search, especially on stuff like Miami, which has a different pace to it. So you give Thieves a chance, but yeah, with the search and destroy and control gameplay we've seen out of Ultra, I mean, hardpoint was kind of the one question mark at times. No question marks there.
Well, I guess maybe based off recent matches, well, it's really only one. I mean, they were 0-2 in search yesterday, but it was against Atlanta FaZe, who was a top 2-3 or search and destroy team, top 2, right alongside Ultra. But you know, you go to Miami, they haven't played a ton of it throughout stage 3. Never mind. Or yeah, only one time where LAPs have played it twice, but we'll see what happens.
All right, well, we're getting excited for it, and it looks like maybe just a little bit more time for Thieves to try and regain, and Ultra to look forward to the map too. Just working through a quick issue before we continue on with the series. We'll be right back after this quick break.
He's making the reads right now. Oh, that's huge.
You still have one more chance. If you're Thieves, Drazah will fall. The last player there is going to be Huke, just trying to contest until his teammates get here. He's been the part of some miracles on this map and mode. Can they do
Clay's
one
flanking.
here?
You gotta wait for Clay.
Clay gets caught. Huke reads it. Huke reads it. Gets the kill on Clay. Gets another one on the site. And with just 7 seconds on the clock, Thieves pull it off. And it's no. Oh my God! Woo!
They made their way up toward the B side. aBeZy with a nice angle is able to catch out accuracy again for another first blood. Also is able to find another one on to attach. A great start there out of Father App. It's really silly, just kind of gaining some information in the midst of bomb rotation now toward A. And really being in this 2v4 spot for Røkkr, it's never going to be easy. Maybe trying to catch somebody off guard, stop the plant. Nice angle there on to Silly. But aBeZy's able to take him down. It all comes down now to Standy in a 1 versus 3. 40 seconds on the clock. The bomb gets planted and aBeZy is handling business.
Yeah, aBeZy's trying to get positioning. You can kind of tell the way that Neptune is playing this, trying to bait him out, but aBeZy gets into a nice spot, able to line up too, and he's still alive. They have to focus on him. They don't know that he's pushed on up. aBeZy's finally repositioned, but aBeZy beats him. Havoc!
Like we said, kind of a slower start towards stage 3. I know Moscow has treated the Røkkr quite well, at least when we talk about the last major. Sorry, OpTic fans, know the match is coming up next. But you get the point. You have to reference it as Sheen lines up 3. Can he nearly find the 4th? Accuracy, the last player alive, but Sheen is hungry.
Final 2 players up are just in the back corner of the map, but this is worst case scenario to start the round. Skies for the 1v3. Able to find at least the first kill, but now iLLeY and FeLo potentially going hunting.
He is, like, Skies is peaking, man. He is cracked right now. Great awareness. Then we can see those players through X-ray. He's making the reads right now. Oh, that's huge. 1v1. Hello. Oh, baby. That's the 1v3.
Hello and welcome back. As soon as we have more information on what they're working through, we'll let you know. But for now, we're going to take a look at the overall bracket here for Major 3 presented by USAA. And Joe, here we go. A lot of the teams remaining that we expected.
Yeah, you see up top, FaZe, NYSL. Down low, Ultra Thieves still alive. Mutineers maybe the one on there that, like, okay. But they played really well throughout the group stage. We were able to get top 3. Get that win over the LA Thieves, and now they have a match later against OpTic.
Well, you and I were talking about this off camera before the match, but I was kind of saying how I'm surprised that, I said so many times this year that it's the most competitive league we've ever had. At moments during stage 1 and stage 2, there really was that feeling that anyone could come out and beat anyone on any given day outside of maybe FaZe at the time. And now it just feels like there are some good teams and there are some bad teams. Like, it just feels like the gap has widened.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you have a couple of teams that are still stuck together in Ultra and Atlanta FaZe, and when we talk about them widening their map pool and stuff, that gets them ahead because the other teams are going through roster changes. They have to try to figure something out of how are we able to reach that level. So when you have those roster changes, then you go through a stage of there's going to be some transition, or you have the NYSL case where right away you just hit it off and you dominate, and then you have other teams like Dallas Empire, OpTic Chicago just trying to get back to where they were.
Absolutely. It's been kind of crazy. I guess I expected it to get, I don't know, more competitive or stay around where it was, and that just doesn't seem to be the case right now. But all I know right now is there are technical issues. Now I'm praying for the Thieves side that it was on their end, and maybe it helps explain what we just watched. I just don't know exactly what the case is. As soon as we have more information, we'll let you know. I hate to have the delays. The matches have been insane. It's been an absolute blast, but unfortunately, just another break while we get it sorted. We'll be right back.
I told you! I told you!
Go, baby!
Let's go, G! Why am I so good? What the f***?
Final 10 seconds, this is it. You've got to go. This is for the reverse sweep in control. Assault's going to cut these players down. No lives left for Paris. Assault finally gets the kill, and with that, it should be all she wrote. Oh my word, LAG.
There's I got Donnie, Nick's still there. Drop dead, one more.
Nick is one shot, Nick is one shot. Where? Still there, rock. Down, last kid, one step. Close right, nice.
Let's go, G! Hey, come on, get back, baby!
Zed versus Mack, a massive potential one-on-one. Zed, it is all about the timing. When his teammates start making the noise, and the timing is perfect. Finds the kill, Asim now for the 1v3. Good luck, have fun, and he gets killed immediately. The London Royal Ravens, job well done on raid. Shawnee, the longest resume in the league.
They're playing for basketball. Yeah. Breaking the window. He might close left. I jumped up. I can't check Tiki. They're playing for basketball. No, but back Tiki, he was back at Tiki.
Is that making play? Is that now?
Also Tiki. I don't see him anymore. Whoa. I'm hopping in. Let's go, baby. Go, man. Go, baby. Go, man. Go, man.
Go, baby.
Dumb, bro. Let's f***ing go, bro.
They stopped it.
Oh my god. I thought they had won it there, but Benjamin Vance is still here.
Yeah, 10-9 lives. But iLLeY is on the point. Vance is on another. Well, this freeze from the. Okay, that makes sense. From the streaks, but they just get on it. They have all the control, and Toronto Ultra able to clutch up in that round 5.
He's water side. No, close, iLLeY, close, nice.
I'm hopping point.
Okay, I'm looking at people. He's shot me, I'm one shot. Nice. Gonna have nice.
Yep, fine.
I told you! I told you, man.
Priestahh hanging down, shutting them down left and right. Aqua tries to make his way on the ladder, but it's going to be a no-go as Minnesota roll through our final 3 maps.
I'll get back. I'm in, full back 10. They're all front. I think they're all going to be front. I'm team shotting with you, P-Dog. I got artillery. Sit down. Got one shot on the back. Got one shot on the back. Back door. Front. Back door. Let's go, baby. Go, baby.
Let's cut the map in half.
We're just fighting.
Okay. It is a gauntlet at mid.
Third time is not it.
Third time's not the charm at all. No. They just got slaughtered.
One was ring. There's a ring.
Top dead.
There's a ring.
Last guy.
Ring, last guy.
Go, boys.
Go. Good comeback. Good comeback.
That control is bad, but good rest of the team.
Thieves can lock it down here. From Kenny's POV we go. What a monster he has been. 1. Give him a 2nd. There's a 3rd. His teammates look to pick that up. Just a couple more ticks and that'll be it. Thieves. They are the real deal.
I'm 5 seconds. Absolutely. One shot front. We get the front. Let's go, baby. Oh my god, baby. Good. Oh my god, 32 and 30. God, Jesus Christ, baby. You motherfucker can't kill me, Jesus. Let's go. They can't kill me. Why am I so good? What the No.
I was just. What'd you say?
I was. I had to reach out and get the cap.
Listen and don't use that, please.
What? Oh, listen and don't use that.
I'm ready. Ready, 3, 2, 1, go.
Another day, another dollar.
I'm ready to murder some people, dude.
Let's count.
Cold blood, dude.
Are you there?
Yeah, are you there?
I think you're the best.
I'm the best. You're the best.
Okay.
You're all the best.
We're all the best players of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking for today's flight to Dallas Fort Worth. Just kidding. We're going to Atlanta, ladies and gentlemen.
Like when your flight attendant said, or they check your bag, they're like, have a good flight, and you're like, yeah, you too. Checking bags all day, and you're like, yeah, you too. You too. Safe flight, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your...
Dude, you did that. Bro, you even did that.
A little transition.
Yeah, the
How run numbers.
Oh, it was good. Sorry.
Don't do that on cam. I'll throw on a watch with you.
Hey.
Throw one on.
Or even put this on.
Accessories and weapons.
You've been rolling it out this whole time?
Wait, you see pink when you're shooting them? Bruce?
Yeah.
Matt sees green.
What is it, pink?
I see betas when I shoot. I see Zeltas, bro.
I told you, bro.
Because when red actually makes them look like
red makes it seem like they're like a little demon.
Yeah, I'm like, holy.
When I'm shooting at a green guy, I'm like, look at you, little like elf.
I'm trying to shoot against some good players rather than bots.
Make them feel useless on the map.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, be a face.
Oh wait, bro. We're in the recorder channel. You know it's weird when I make a face at that. That's weird. Yeah, they're not putting that in. He said, they're not putting that in. He said, they're not putting that one in.
Oh my god. They're probably gonna bleep for that.
There's two different things. Look at you rushing straight into it. Yeah, well, I trusted your comms and now I know I shouldn't. Sounds like a you problem. It really does sound like
Jamie Craven, I was looking freestyling. Y'all don't with it?
It was alright.
Alright.
It wasn't your best work, but you know, it was alright.
Yeah, then.
Yeah, my bad.
Let's just say there's a reason you play COD.
Yeah, that's not right.
I'm joined today by Attach of the Minnesota Røkkr, and we're going to see him put his stuff to the test out on our very own digital field. Attach, welcome to the show, mate.
Thank you for having me. I'm ready to get on this aim course and see what I can do.
All right, without further ado, let's get into the action. Here we go, Attach. First up, fast sprint. Target rich environment. Here we go. 10 seconds remaining. Attach over the 1,000-point mark. This is huge. Here we go. Final few. Here's the big sprint. First set on the left. How many can he get before the timer runs out? Tune in next time to see if anyone's got what it takes to get to the top of the leaderboard here in the Call of Duty's AIM competition powered by Scump. We'll see you next time.
Hello and welcome back. I'm hoping we're a minute or so away from gameplay. Just waiting on confirmation for that. Again, thank you for your patience. We appreciate each and every one of you watching from home. Stack day, 5 matches. Looking to see who's going to move on closer to that $500,000 prize purse. Tons of money on the line, tons of pressure with regards to the points. And a big one here is Thieves are going to be looking to respond. Just one more look at the bracket and where we stand. But Joe, I'm ready. I want to get back into this.
Yeah, you know, fighting for top 4. You get to that top 6 again spot for LA Thieves. This is kind of where they've been at in the last couple of majors. Trying to improve there, get to that top 4. Mutineers and OpTic, both of those teams would love to get to that top 4. Ultra's trying to get all the way back to that tournament final. You know they want to win back-to-back majors. And you know, with all the land announcements and stuff for the next major, hopefully soon we'll be all good.
Well, while we wait to get started for this, I guess we can chat through it a little bit. You know, over the years, I've mostly said, outside of a couple of outliers, that online to LAN results have been pretty similar when you take a look at the Pro League versus LAN results. But I don't know. What do you expect? We've got a lot of young new players in the league. Do you see it's going to be any kind of drastic change?
I mean, there's always typically some. First of all, I think that there's a mindset thing for maybe some veteran players that are just kind of, that's what they're used to. They've been playing on that for years, and when they're not in that environment, I think they don't play to their full potential. It's like a mental hurdle to get over. I think that's a part of it. I also think there are some players, no matter what, that are going to get better, some a little bit worse. It's I think, not as crazy as what it's talked about, but yeah, for sure, there's some players that just enjoy it a little bit more, and that equal competition. In terms of the younger guys, what do I expect? I don't know. Not really a crowd quite yet. That's when the pressure is really on.
That's true. But it's interesting you break it down like that, because I think most of the focus is on like new players and their experience on LAN. But I don't often think about, that mindset for the veterans who are used to LAN. They've won on LAN when they're struggling online, how that can kind of break you down. It's interesting to see that side of it. So good stuff there, Joe. But I'm here and we're ready to get going to the map 2 here shortly. All I can say, I don't know exactly how everything went down, but we are going to be changing servers for the map 2. So that was the main discussion on the back end of this, coming out of that map 1 destruction from Ultra, is whether there was going to be a server swap. I've heard that there is going to be a change, and we'll see if for Thieves, maybe just mentally, at least, that's going to help them a little bit in the search.
Yeah, we'll see what'll happen. But I'm told the game's underway. So here we go. We're going to Miami Search and Destroy just to update you. LA Thieves map pick in this map number 2. Right hard point, it happened pretty quick. You haven't missed much. Again, here on Miami Search and Destroy. 1-1 in stage 3 for the LA Thieves, 1-0 for Toronto Ultra.
And yeah, I said at the beginning how it really gets a bit better for Thieves if you can get to that map 4. Map 1, they get blown out. Where do you think
has to be here for me?
Best chance for finding that one is? Okay.
You know, they're 6-1 in control, like we talked about, but they have not played Garrison. That 6-1 record is on Raid and Checkmate. They did not want to play Toronto Ultra on Raid control. So that veto comes in. So the map open is Garrison. And that is where Ultra is 3-0 in stage 3, and they've had some crazy wins.
Well, that's where it's so tough and why having a wide map pool is so important because, you know, let's say you are good at 2 of the 3. That's a pretty good look. But the problem is when the other team is so good at one of your quote-unquote good maps that sometimes you have to make the call to get that out of the mix. Puts you on something maybe you don't have the reps on. It's just I don't know, a delicate balance, kind of finding the best maps you can get within a series.
All right, we've seen LA Thieves on this map with Huke. A lot of creep play. A lot around this boat area as Bance is going to watch this cross towards this B bomb site. Kenny and Huke still towards the A side. Bomb, though, wrapping back and forth. One will Drazah and Venom try to take down Bance.
Well, looks like they're getting ready to try and pounce. We know how strong that position is, and that nade's going to hit Venom. He is tagged up. He's down to 46 HP. Just try to stay up in this pocket. Kenny will get the first blood. Cammy's going to be taken out of the mix, and what a playmaker he has been. Venom finally gets shut down. Bance, I don't think he gets the spot. Oh, it's unfortunate. He doesn't get the angle. Drazah the timing to move up and get the kill. Advantage to Thieves.
Yeah, and then Huke is lurking the entire time towards the B side. Bomb is down, though, so there's not a lot of time to work with. They have to hunt down Kleenex quickly. Trying to play his life. What angles does he find? Kenny with some nice shots, able to take that down. You know, with Venom dropping the bomb there, if Bance finds that kill on Drazah, it could be it. That could be the round, but Kenny works up the middle of the map. He's able to find a pick. That opens up the other side for Huke to make his lurking play. Huke and Kenny find those kills, the trade on the Bance. A nice offensive win for LA Thieves.
Well, I feel like the last time we casted Thieves here, what was the one thing that really stood out? I think it was Huke getting first blooded a lot, right? If I remember correctly, there was a lot of
he was just like dying at times where he shouldn't. It wasn't him necessarily getting first blooded as much as like there would be positions where they would have man advantage and he would get taken down.
So just those deaths you don't need to have. Okay, well,
yeah,
maybe just something we can keep an eye on and see if that's improved here in any capacity throughout the course of it. But it's a nice start. It continues. Headshots for Venom. Evaporated his Kleenex, and Bance just covered in sand. It is everywhere, and there is nothing more annoying than sand in places you don't want it.
Really isn't. It just gets all over the place. You just find it for weeks afterwards, but a very sneaky play. He does have Kenny watching over him. I'm not sure if Kenny's going to be able to pick this up. No shot, so he's going to get the kill. Now, you see, inside he's in that middle ramp area on the driveway. Bomb has to work towards A. Only 30 seconds left.
That's one of those tests where I see the kill
with
cam, and I'm not happy. Ants now. Him and Cammy. In the 2v3. Now just down to Cammy. 15 seconds to go. He does have bomb. Can he get it down? Got one player on either side of him. Can he get away clean? There's the plant. He gets hit with the tactical, but he hears him above. Just making sure he guarantees the kill. You love the trigger discipline. The snap and slide out is just awkward. I love the way he played it, just trying to get the position of the second player, give himself a chance, but doesn't work out, and that's just kind of an awkward gunfight as he slides towards bomb.
Yeah, starts with the first blood from Venom, but then again, it's the movement on the off site where the play isn't developing. They're able to take down Insight. That forces the 3 versus 2. Not a lot of time to work with. And I don't know. I actually think maybe in that 1v2, just based on where they knew Huke was towards driveway, middle of the map, maybe you just get that kill, right? And force Huke to have to find you. But tries to get a little bit tricky with it. It's always tough in those 1v2s. He does get taken down. Now LA Thieves, 2 rounds in a row.
Yeah, at first I wasn't sure if he just didn't, I don't know, like he wanted to guarantee the kill and was worried that he'd start shooting and he could get away. But yeah, then it seemed like he just, didn't want to take the freebie, and wanted to set himself up for a sneakier play. I wasn't entirely sure. Nice shots though on the cross from Insight. The sight on point, certainly. With the long ranges here, a nighttime map. Never fail to be impressed with the shots these guys hit at range.
Well, and you saw what Insight and Drazah, sorry, not Insight and Drazah, Venom and Drazah were trying to do. They're trying to throw a tactical. They don't see a trophy is down, as that is a clean round for Ultra. Nobody drops. But what they're trying to do is the flash to hit on the bans, and then it's a double challenge from the outside and from middle. But Insight's watching over him. The tactical does hit, but Drazah, as he's going for that peak, he gets picked. And, you know, they don't get that first blood, and then they try to react off of that, try to make plays elsewhere. But a big round for Ultra.
But trying to isolate someone, give themselves a 2-on-1, and they just don't have a 2-on-1 because the help is there. And that's something maybe Ultra need to focus on a little bit. Maybe not on this map, but like Raid, we saw FaZe doing a really good job of isolating Insight at times, like giving themselves numbers and positions, and Ultra were struggling to react. We'll see if they can do it better here, but creeping up towards the B-bomb is Insight. The rest just playing real deep, maybe expecting some aggression, or just waiting to mount this push.
Yeah, very slow from Ultra, not giving them a lot of info, but here comes that push, and Venom gets horrible timing. Just bad timing. He's going to give that call out, but they're just going to have to back down again. Just such a strong spot. He gains so much info from here. Bance gets across, but look at Clayster. Clayster already worked his way up under Kenny. But Kenny's going to spot it. He's able to save Venom as well. Huge kill from Kenny.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to help his teammates, obviously, and take out the player on the boat.
Flank again. Who is it? It's Huke. Huke lurks behind again.
First will go down. The second just going to push on through. He's going to leave that, try to get to his teammate in Insight, and, well, Huke rips him at range. Drazah, though, lying in wait. He will pounce, and both get dropped. Nice little bunny hop out there from Drazah.
The LA Thieves, they just have a response for everything right now. I mean, Venom almost gets caught. And he just kind of realizes he's not seeing much, but because Venom had a really bad timing, maybe he thinks, all right, if one got across, maybe Venom said, hey, one could have got through. Like, pick that up. One could have gotten through. It's a nice communication aspect there from Kenny and Venom as they work towards that A site. You saw Cleanex, he had the angle on him. They get that kill. Who knows what happens, but Kenny shuts that down. Huke lurks. Insight was waiting for him, just got some bad timing.
They want to fly this time. Huke 3-1 start. Right in the lobby they go. They've got two players looking to work in tandem, and that's one of those spots where we've seen him get picked at times. Just maybe a little bit too wide of a peak. You can't take that gunfight with a sub, but he gets out.
Well, you know, he's trying to take a risk. Sometimes there's openings in the middle of the map on Miami. We just almost saw it last round from Cleanex. That can definitely be an area of the map where the defensive teams can't really focus. If there's a lot of movement beachside, if there's a lot of movement inside lobby, there could be something open. So who tries to take that risk? But LA Thieves, with 35 seconds left, they're going to rotate off of B. You still have Huke there, of course, but the other three starting to work towards beach.
Another first blood. Trying to open up the site. Insight's still there, but Drazah will take out one. Insight can't quite get away after the kill. They're picking them apart. Cleanex should be the last man up, and another nice round from 100 Thieves is, yeah, I mean, they're patient. They take their time. Not a lot of time, as you mentioned, left, but they find the kills when they need to.
Well, this is what's happening. They're getting the first bloods, and then someone has to rotate. A position is open. Right, we saw Drazah get the pick middle of the map. Beautiful shots from him, by the way, on the bans. But then he gives that call out, one rotated. Boom, that allows Huke to say, okay, I'm going to go for this. I'm going to hit this on the flank. He's able to get behind another one. But as Toronto Ultra are reacting, LA Thieves are throwing another move in there.
Yeah, it's got to be tough to, like, you kind of know Huke's going to be lurking. But when you're dying on the other site, it's like, how do you focus both? Drazah, though, he is on 4 in a row. I thought he was dead to rights, but the movement works out. Huke there as well. 5 in a row now at 6-2. He gets back to full health. See if he can take the fight with Bance. A little slide cancel out, but not going to get it done. The streak continues for Drazah. Now Insight's a 1v3. The first part done. Venom is dropped. Can he pull it off now against Kenny and Drazah? And mean, you'd love for Drazah to get the kill, maybe some streaks, but not going to happen. Huke closes it out. And this has been dominant. I mean, it's hard to compare to the dominance of map 1 from the Ultra side. That's a hard point you rarely
needed,
see,
though.
but this has been great.
It's what you needed. They throw something a little bit different. It's Huke. It's very aggressive middle of the map. Drazah, it's a pinch from up top. And Drazah's in this position where he's the lone man on the site now when his teammate drops. So he has to wait for the rotation. Don't get caught. Don't over-challenge. He's very patient on a 6 spree now. LA Thieves up 5-1. Leonex not able to find a kill throughout this map. But this is just so fun to watch from LA Thieves.
We'll see if he can get the streaks. I'm just not sure it's going to matter. But, you know, they've had some big leads. I know it was like Express, but they've been up big, and next thing you know, you're looking at around 11. They're no stranger to that.
You see what Ultra does a little bit differently. They're going to stack towards the B side, so guess who? Huke. Can't get an opening. You're going to have Bance watch the middle. The key player here is Insight. Can he lock this site down by himself? He's been so good at it all year for Toronto Ultra. He's got to do it here again.
And you think that they push out Huke, if you know he's lurking, do you just try to take him out of it? That's what they're going to do. They're looking for him. Look at the arrows at the bottom of the map. They are trying to hunt him down. Well, now they find him. Huke is able to take down 1. If he gets 2, that might be game. Venom, though, on the other side. Insight falls. Kenny, top mid-map, though. 2 versus 2. Now just the Cammy. And he clutch up in the 1v2. To continue on, not going to happen. Thieves needed a rebound, and it's a quick one. 6-1 victory. And Joe, I asked you, what map did they need to take in 2 and 3? You thought it was this one. They do it. They guarantee themselves a map 4 where they've been very good. Feels like where it felt impossible for them to win this series, suddenly it's a different conversation.
Yeah, checkmate hardpoint. That's been their bread and butter, so you're going to get to that. I mean, Garrison Control is still worried, and then you have the map 5 to worry about, which is Toronto Ultras. You know, they're search and destroy map pick, but you get the response. You tie the series up 1-1. A little bit of a regain moment for LA Thieves. They've put themselves right back into the series.
Yeah, and that's why the game 3, we call it the swing game, whatever you want to refer to it as. But, you know, you each get your vetoes and picks when it comes to the search and the hardpoint, right? Like, you get a map you like, you get a map you might not like. What's the difference? It's the game 3, and that is where Thieves have been good, but Ultra have been almost untouchable.
Yeah, I see here in the stats, you know, Clayster's not able to find that kill. And a couple of donuts lately, hey, it happens. It happens at times, but on the other side, Drazah, he had some big moments. Him and Venom worked so well together, beach side, Kenny and Huke. They were able to connect. I mean, Huke just in that lurk roll towards that site, just so annoying. Kenny working in the middle of the map. That was great by LA Thieves.
Well, it's got to be difficult. I mean, Clayster had such a good map 1. He was insane, right? But then you have the break. They're trying to figure out the server issues, if they're going to swap. It ends up getting extended. Maybe you cool off a little bit, but they're a championship caliber team. You drop the map, you have to respond and answer, and we'll see if they can do it. But I do want to check out the U.S. Army tactical play. We're going to take a look at round 4. It was a really clean round from Thieves. I mean, after the first, there were a lot of clean rounds.
No, there really was. They were dictating the pace. A lot of first bloods came in. Again, that communication right there, I think, was huge from Kenny and Venom. Right before this, Venom gets a really bad time, and he doesn't see that cross, but he has to give the call out. And then guess who? You see number 3 inside his position. He's looking for Huke in case he tries to lurk on through, but he gets past him. He's able to find that kill, and now you're into a 4-on-2 with not a lot of time left. Right, we see this a lot in Miami where you're trying to switch bomb sites where you kind of have to go, and then Drazah shuts that round down.
Yeah, some lovely shots, but Kenny got to be feeling better after that map 2 victory. They're dialed in, they're locked in. It's not laughing time now. The smiles are gone. They got to get focused up. It's a battle against maybe the best team in the game in Ultra. We continue on after this quick break.
Call of Duty League is presented by T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. Set your sights on the competition with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G. USAA Insurance. Easy insurance for your gear, IRL. To all those in the military community, the Call of Duty League wants to thank you for everything you have done and continue to do for our country. In paid partnership with USAA, the Call of Duty League and our teams are proud to launch the Call of Duty League Gives Back initiative, where we aim to honour the military community in support of the Call of Duty endowment that helps place veterans into high-quality jobs. Throughout the year, the League and our team affiliates look forward to activating programs and opening avenues for all fans to participate and show their support to our currently serving and veteran members. We have your back. From all of us at the Call of Duty League and USAA, thank you to our true heroes. We are grateful for your service.
I'm going to take a minute before we get back to the series to kind of gas my guy Study. If you missed the piece earlier, you're going to want to check it out. It was phenomenal. I literally was crying. It was a beautiful piece that our content team did. And it's going to be on the Call of Duty League YouTube on Monday. But Study was phenomenal in it.
Friday.
Don't want to spoil, but you want to watch it. But I literally was crying. It was amazing. And I just want to gas him because he's relatively new when you think about our talent. I mean, I've been doing this for 7 years. Study not very long. I thought that I'd kind of seen everything and dealt with everything. I mean, we've had fires where I've had to fill for an hour. I felt like I'd done it all. I've never come back on broadcast after a piece like that. And like he was literally choking up, about to cry, was able to regain and then commentate a series after that. I was impressed. The guy's a beast. But yeah, the piece, if you missed it earlier, it's going to be live on Monday. Love you, Stud. It was awesome.
Yeah, no. Beautiful piece, but yeah, no, that's on Friday.
Friday, live Friday.
Not Monday.
I lied. I'm a liar.
Yeah, Friday. But as you said, love Jay. I mean, I was playing with him when he was very young, 7-8 years ago. So just great to see, how he's growing a little bit older, and happy I get to work alongside him again.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be exciting to see. I mean, I think he knows he's working to get better at this stuff, and it's cool. No one's more critical than himself, and it's fun to watch him develop. But now, focus back to the match. Thieves, Ultra, dominant map one from Ultra. A bit of downtime is, they're trying to figure out they're gonna swap servers. We do swap. Thieves then answer with a really good search and destroy. It was a pleasure to watch. They were picking Ultra apart. They take it 6-1. Now, yeah, you said this team, the Thieves, has been very good at control, but it's not really been Garrison. They just didn't really have a lot of options. They didn't want to play Ultra on Raid. I don't want to really touch them on that map in any mode right now.
Yeah, so they're going for Garrison control. Maybe they've seen, they've watched the last couple of matches and said, okay, this is where they have a weakness, or we can do this. Or maybe they think Garrison with Huke can turn into a success. But at Toronto Ultra, you have the leg up here in this map. You have more reps. This is a very good map for you yet. They have to be feeling confident. So we'll see if they can respond after that map 2, the way that LA Thieves did after map 1.
Let's focus on the break. Drazah is trying to look for these angles, but all the action really going to go down towards mid. And of course, it's the subs and Bans and Kleenex that are able to do the early damage, but now the ARs, their turn to get into the fight. Huke wins his one-on-one. I think he actually gets 2. That gets him towards the objective.
Yeah, he is still alive, up to 4-0. He's worked on the objective as well. See how many takes he can get, but he's trying to play his life now. Why not? You're already on 4. Still very, very early into this round. Look at Toronto Ultra. They're going to try and retake this from top green. It's going to be a 3-man hit from up top. They're able to take down 2. This is going to force some repositioning. Huke, you would love your teammates to stay alive for some trades. He gets up to 5. But a nice retake there from Ultra.
Yeah, it's like worst case scenario when you want to get streaks, right? Like your entire team
Everyone
dies around you. It's like, yeah, what do I do now, guys? I just solo kill them all. Oh, Kleenex, he's ready to snap to the top tank, but there's one below him as well. That looked difficult to deal with. And they did get it to what? 2 points of progress, but still haven't finished it. 40 seconds to go as Cammy continues to maneuver around mid-map, but with those 2 kills, it allows them to push up a bit. It's Bance trying to fly forward. Oh, I thought he was tucked away, but Drazah, you could smell him.
Well, it's just their ability, Toronto Ultra, to lurk middle of the map. Every single time that LA Thieves, they try to get into a position on the zone, there's always one more making a play by one of these tanks. Well, yeah, you get the 2 ticks. You had a really solid start, but since then, Ultra, once they retook top green, they have not given that up. And now you're only down to 12 seconds. LA Thieves, they got to get it. Stop that clock.
Yeah, it's like the map seems so small, and middle seems, I don't know, maybe straightforward away, but it's like 3 lanes to its own with the underground, with the amount of cover, and the tanks, the boxes. There's so much finesse ability and lurk ability, and yeah, Ultra kind of thrive on that.
Yeah, even there at the end, a huge 2-piece to shut that round down. Well, Huke was able to get through. I think this is actually it. So Cleanex gets 2 in the middle. Huke is inside of Eddie Yost for the challenge. Then right after this, Drazah rechal's on the point as well. He wins that one. I was thinking Drazah was just going to prone and wait for his team off spawn, but tries to get the trade. Doesn't allow it to happen.
So far, so good defensively. Now, can Thieves hold? Huke, I mean, he gets almost all of their kills. He goes 8-4. But what they get, just 2 bits of progress in the scheme of things. The headshots start rolling in. Heads rolling for Thieves. Cleanex soaring forward. Didn't have a great map 2. Didn't find a kill, but trying to pick up the respawn dominance like he had in that opening hard point.
Well, just off that break, I mean, Drazah at least buys time for his teammates to come off spawn, but you kind of have to go into your A defense now. This is going to be Zone B pretty much done. Couple of deaths come in. At least Kenny's able to trade that with a nade inside. He would have got onto the A zone. We talk about the breaks. Talked about Garrison control. Cammy's up to 5. He would get some streaks if he gets a kill, just trying to stay alive.
I mean, just think of the power of the break there. Not only the time. I mean, you've got over 2 minutes. It's an instant cap, but they're also up 8 lives. Like, they just smoked them, and they're continuing to get smoked. Cooked up well in the oven as Cammy's making a feast.
Now he earns both score streaks, and then Cammy, and now it is Cleanex. And this is where Cleanex and Bance were so good yesterday around this bricks area. Bance very patient, able to work his way up towards this back alley. He's going to have a freebie on the Venom. Now they have to respond. Only 1, well, very close to 2 ticks being done nowadays. But you're up 14 lives.
Yeah, that round, that's just done. That was faster than fast. But I need some sort of nickname for like Cammy and Cleanex. Like, I don't know. I'm just starting to view them. I know the sub duos Bance and Cleanex, but I guess I'm viewing Cammy and Cleanex kind of as their superstar takeover guys right now. You see it sometimes. Or like,
they were last year.
True. Right? Like C squared, or I don't know. You got to come up with maybe Miles can. He's the linguist of the group. I need something for that duo. They're disgusting.
Yeah, those 2 just take over in that round while really the entire team does. And
yeah,
this is what I meant when we went to Garrison control. I saw Garrison. I was like, ugh. You know, you just see 0-0 next to a team in terms of how many times they've played it at this stage. As good as 6-1 is in control.
I'm just hoping maybe
not play either of those maps.
Maybe map 4 is the competitive one, because I mean, so far if it keeps like this, like it's just been 3 blowouts, right? Like none of them really any kind of battle. We'll see if Ultra can close it out on the defensive side. You hop between a couple of gunfight victories, and Inside getting cute, trying to wallbang through.
Oh yeah, you can wallbang that. Just trying to get a couple of hit markers in there to make that player weak. Tries to go for that position. Usually you get a headshot, but Drazah headshots him back. And all right, maybe a bit of a closer round here. The progress is being done, and now Drazah able to earn a 5 streak, and he earned some score streaks to respond to those at Toronto Ultras.
And it can be tough. I mean, we were talking through it, in the FaZe Ultra match where, streaks trying to get into A, it's like great you have them, but it's not the easiest execution because you're funneling them into bricks, which is where they kind of want to break from in the first place. So we saw 3 exhausted and not lead to anything. So the streaks would be great, but they don't guarantee the win by any means.
No, I mean, they give you another shot, though. If there's a stack, right, it clears that. But you're right? Retaking bricks control is not an easy thing to do. You just figure if you have 3 shots at it, it should be able to be done at least once. And one of those streaks will be called in. Vance wants to win this map right here. Not going to see anything. Okay, but still able to find Huke.
Yeah, he spotted something. That was top green, and poor old Huke was inside. Tammy's still floating around double positive, but ton of time to work with. Lives, you're good. If you're Thieves trying to mount this comeback, you just got to hope at some point maybe you start to heat up. I know the kills are so lopsided because of, what, that decisive offensive round. You saw it of Ultra. Now it's Drazah's turn, though. Is Streak able to take down one? Trying to locate the second. Not going to happen, and Cleanex will get 2 kills during that stretch, so it's not much of an opening for Thieves.
And again, just that play, as small as the detail as it was, first of all, they find a kill as he's calling in the cruise missile. But then Bance wins a one-on-one. He's spotted on the cruise, but he doesn't take the next challenge. He just plays his life. He understands his positioning on the map, that LA Thieves have to worry about him. Drazah tries to go for that kill, not able to take him down. And just when they have to play their lives and slow things down, they recognize that situation. LA Thieves, though, still with a 3-life advantage. 40 seconds to work with. You see the artillery is pinged. Vance wants to know where the push is coming from.
Well, a little bit different. It's off the ping. They're able to get those kills. Lives even. 10-10. Under 30 to go. The clock is a-ticking, and Thieves need to get the victory here to stay up in the control. Drazah has gotten back to even, but now another streak. This time it's Cammy. It's a story of streaks as everyone seems to be earning them. They'll slow down the push maybe a bit for Thieves. 10 to go. Now Drazah has to use the artillery. They'll drop it backside bricks. They're just wait and lurk. Vance will hit onto 2. So his streak, as both artilleries come in, a little bit more effective. Drazah does get 1 with 3:22 on the clock. They get into the point for a second. Another streak in. This time it's Cammy. Did every player on Ultra get streaks?
Well, they had 4. Yeah, they had 4 streaks, and that 4th streak is going to be the nail in the coffin there on Garrison control.
Yeah, it just felt like we were, hopping to someone with streaks for the final minute and a half of that game. Drazah will get the best play, but it's Ultra that get the final laugh, the final say. And they now dominate both respawns as we get ready to head to another. But, dude, their offensive round, round 2 was just, whoo! That was nice.
Yeah, right from the break, right from the get-go, and then, they know the transition. That's where they can really catch LA Thieves. She had a couple of players maybe get caught trying to work for that mid-map control, but there you see a 12 straight control win for Toronto Ultra.
Absolutely unbelievable. Some of the streaks the team's been going on. I mean, we've touched on NYSL and their hard point streak. This control streak, unbelievable. And you think about it, that's their 6-3-0. So they've just been dominating teams there. What do you think makes them such a spectacular control team?
I mean, you see it. Their patience at certain opportunities. But when you talk about Garrison and Raid, to me, Vance and Cleanex really make it difficult for your opponents. Like, they know when they need to lurk. They know when they have to go. They stay alive at the right spots. I think we saw it a ton of times on Raid control at the Major 2. We've seen it on Garrison so far here in Major 3.
All right, well, we've got a map 4 coming up next. This time it's going to be Thieves' pick for the hard point. I can assure one thing. I think they'll get more than 14 points. Hopefully, we get a competitive respawn, a competitive map throughout this series. Maybe somehow this will turn into a crazy map 5, but Ultra, they dominate the control. Map 4, up after the break. Joe, I need your opinion on something. I said that I wanted a nickname for Cammy and Kleenex, and someone came up with Clammy, because that's how their opponent's hands gets when they play against them.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, forever. I just don't like it.
It made me laugh. It made me laugh. It did. But unfortunately, I have to be the bearer of bad news again. We were hearing that Kenny is going to be doing a PC swap. As you see, that's not Kenny on your screen. So he's going to be changing PCs quickly just to get back into this one. Unfortunately, another delay. But I'm hoping for a good hard point, because it's just one team getting smoked so far.
Yeah. But we're going to take a look at our maps and modes for the series if you want to get caught up. Coming up next is Checkmate Hardpoint. Again, one of the better hardpoint maps for LA Thieves. You know, what really started their Major 2 run when they made those roster changes coming into it. But so far, as you said, 250 to 14, 6-1, and then a 3-0.
Yeah, it's just not been close. One team just thumping the other. And this is the first map where maybe both teams are really solid, so I'm hoping for something great. But the game one hard point, yeah, it was a one-sided story if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, like even the stats just don't really tell the whole story. But man, it was just not close.
Yeah, it was not. But we're getting it all currently. We changed servers. Now Kenny is getting a new PC fired up. Hopefully we're ready to rock and roll into the map 5 here shortly. Sorry, map 4 here shortly. We'll be back quickly after this break.
I told you! Told you!
Good, baby! Let's go, G!
Why am I so good? What the f***?
Final 10 seconds, this is it. You've got to go. This is for the reverse sweep in control. Assault's going to cut these players down. No lives left for Paris. Assault finally gets the kill, and with that, it should be all she wrote. Oh my word, LAG.
There's Nick, watch that, Nick. I got Donnie, Nick's still there. Trap dead, one more. Nick is one shot, Nick's one shot. Where? Still there, rock. Balance dead, last kid, water step. Close right, nice.
Good, baby!
Let's go, G.
Hey, I'm the best, baby!
Zed versus Mack, a massive potential one-on-one. Zed, it is all about the timing. When his teammates start making the noise, and the timing is perfect. Finds the kill, Asim now for the 1v3. Good luck, have fun, and he gets killed immediately. The London Royal Ravens, job well done on raid. Shawnee, the longest resume in the league.
You're playing for basketball. Yeah. Break the window. He might close left. I jumped out. I saw him. They're playing for basketball. They're playing for basketball. Yo, back Tiki. Back you, back Tiki.
Is that making play?
Not now. Last one, Tiki. I don't see him anymore. Whoa. I'm hopping in. Let's go, baby. Go, man. Go, man.
Go, baby.
Dumb, bro. Let's f***ing go, bro.
They stopped it.
Oh my God. I thought they had won it there, but Benjamin Bance is still here.
Yeah, 10-9 lives. But iLLeY is on the point. Vance is on another. Well, the streaks from the. Okay, that makes sense. From the streaks, but they just get on it. They just get on it. They have all the control, and Toronto Ultra able to clutch up in that round 5.
Is it? He's water side. Close, iLLeY, close, nice.
I'm hopping point.
Okay, I'm looking at people.
He shot me, I'm one shot. Nice.
Gonna have nice.
Yep, fine.
I told you! I told you, man.
Priestahh hanging down, shutting them down left and right. Aqua tries to make his way on the ladder, but it's going to be a no-go as Minnesota roll through our final 3 maps.
I'll get back. I made it full back then. They're all front. I think they're all going to be front. I'm team shotting with you, P-Dog.
I got artillery on the
Sit down. Got torch on the back. Got torch on the back. Back door. Front.
Back door.
Let's go, baby.
Good win, dog.
Let's cut the map in half.
We're just fighting.
Okay. It is a gauntlet at mid.
Third time is not it.
Third time's not the charm at all. No. They just got slaughtered.
One was ring. There's a ring.
Top dead.
Nice.
There's a ring.
Last guy. Ring, last guy.
Yo, boys. Good comeback. Good comeback.
That control is bad, but good rest of the series.
Thieves can lock it down here. From Kenny's POV we go. What a monster he has been. 1. Give him a 2nd. There's a 3rd. His teammates look to pick that up. Just a couple more ticks and that'll be it. Thieves. They are the real deal.
I'm one shot. 5 seconds.
Absolute.
One shot front. We get the front. Let's go, baby.
Oh my God, baby. Good.
Oh my God. 32 and 30. God, Jesus Christ, man. You motherfucker can't kill me. Jesus.
Let's go.
Can't kill me. Why am I so good? What the
No.
Boy, oh boy, what a slaughter that was of Cammy on a bit of a tear now. God dang, Ultra are looking fine. The battle for the North is already off to a great start.
Strong start from Toronto.
Toronto have just taken the major. They truly are Ultra and...
Big time.
We're close to getting ready to rock, but before we do, we're going to take a look at the Astro Social soundboard from Ultra moments ago. You all okay over there, Thieves? Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if maybe they fried them so bad in the map 1 that there was damage actually done to Kenny's computer.
Huh. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't surprise me. But the fact is, yeah, thanks for being patient with us, you know. This is a heck of a series. Pretty back and forth as both teams are getting destroyed. But then Toronto Ultra responding to that control. And now we're hoping to get to checkmate hard point soon. But, yeah, again, you know, we're at the major. Anything is said by the players being taken very seriously by comp ops, working through all the problems, and that's all you can really do.
Yeah, and I know it's frustrating as a viewer right now, but the fact is, yeah, there's a lot of money on the line. Competition first. They need to get it right if someone is experiencing problems. So it's exactly what they're trying to do, and we're here and we're moments away from getting back into it. But I'm sure the players just itching to go. They just want to play. They want to get back to the map, keep the guns hot, keep on rolling. That is Kenny in the webcam now, so that's a positive sign, as there was a stranger there earlier. But now it's when you kind of, to a degree, you know, you're just tested a bit, I guess, if you're Ultra, with these breaks after a win, right? And, you know, you tested a lot as a championship team. If you're going to make a run, there's all different sorts of different adversity you go through. But, yeah, here you just have to show you can brush off the, you know, frustrations, get right back to it.
Yeah, 100%. So here again, just to update you, what you have still Atlanta FaZe NYSL playing later tonight in the winners final. Mutineers taking on OpTic after this. Then you have what? The winner of this will play the winner of that. Is that match tonight? Is round 5 tonight? I don't know all the matches that are remaining. I know we have 5 today. What number are we even on, Maeve? This
well,
3?
3. It's Mutineers and OpTic, and then the winners final. I think it's all what we have tonight to close it out. But yeah, no, we knew it was going to be like our longest day of the CDL. It was like the first time we've had 5 matches in a day. I just didn't know that it also, with this series, getting everything resolved.
No, I've just lost track of time. I don't know.
Yeah, no, we're in some sort of time warp right now. It feels like. But I don't know. I don't know who's going to come out on top. I mean, just based on how the first 2 respawns went, it's hard not to favor Ultra going into it. But each team has won their pick. We talk about Hardpoint and Search. It is Thieves' pick. They'll feel very confident going there. It's just against a tough and twisted team. As you've seen on the respawn, how on point Ultra is banned. Like, it has just been, whew, so good.
Yeah, checkmate hardpoint. I mean, you know, it's 2-0 in stage 3 for Ultra, so it's not like it's a bad map for them. We've watched them even last stage at the major. You know, they won it a couple of times. There was a couple of maps I can remember in the back of my head that they kind of threw away a couple of situations. But for LA Thieves, 7-3 on the year, 2-1 throughout this stage. And then if we get to that map 5, it's Express, Search, and Destroy. Ultra undefeated on it throughout stage 3. And, you know, LA Thieves 2-2, but that is 4 times they played it throughout this stage. And, you know, we've seen them a couple of times have those repetitions, and maybe those reps will help them if they can get to that map 5.
Well, and one of those losses was what? When they got 1v3'd by Neptune, right? So, I mean, that should have been a win. So they've been pretty good there, some mistakes aside. And, yeah, just the prize pool breakdown. It's $500,000 for all of these majors, 200. A big old bag for first place, and each of these teams with the eye on the prize. Ultra, you know, they've already got some of the bank account, just looking to add on top of that.
All right, game is starting, Maeve.
We're searching. We're getting started, Joe.
That's what I was told. Yeah, I see it. The countdown is in. See the players readjusting their chairs.
Thank God. Thank you, dear Lord Bobby Kotick, for getting us going again. As the Call of Duty gods above bless us with more gameplay. We get the checkmate now. And please, we can get one more thing. Give me a good map. Make it competitive. Get us to a map 5, maybe. Something crazy. I think we deserve it after how this series has been going with the issues in it. But honestly, it might just be who feels better with the break and just getting dialed back in. We'll see if all the, you know, zen and focusing and the breathing exercises pay off for Ultra, or the championship experience there, or maybe the vibes of Thieves will stand up to the test.
That paid off already. We watched map 1. They had to wait. Yeah, they're good. Those breathing exercises, it works. We've already seen that.
Very true. Very true. It'll be Ultra on the strong side to start it off. The pressure to Thieves to try and contest their flip, but the only thing they're going to be doing is dropping all 4. Killed off this break. It'll be early time for Ultra. Back to step 1 if you're Thieves.
And just again, the aggression from that SMG duo, Bance and Cleanex. And well, they take it to it, right? First line up. Cleanex and Bance with 4 in a row. Is that the multi-kill that comes on through? It is. Now he's working towards some streaks, but getting all of this time. And as you said, they start on that strong side. So what's the decision going to be for LA Thieves? It looks like they're going to go for the scrap time, but you got to be careful. It's Bance again. He hits 3. Where did he get the third? He shot him through.
I have no idea, Mr.
He trained
Triple.
him through.
What in the world? That is 2 triples over the span of 30 seconds. 7 in a row, 9 in 1 star. Yeah, keep funneling in. I'm still here. Unfortunately, he slides in between 2 players, but what a stretch from Bance.
An accidental kills out here, and they get 50 points, a clean rotation. Kenny and Venom do open up this push, though, for LA Thieves. Can they get something going? You need a response. You know that Bance has some streaks, that's for sure, because they keep saying his name in the comms. But they're able to get 3 kills, and he's just going to call right away, right on this second hill. He's going to try to make this messy for LA Thieves.
He does pick up the 1 player, I think, trying to push the backside, which Cammy had picked up. The other 3 are able to stay up. They win a couple of gunfights, and they'll stay on it. So great from Thieves. I know it's still going to be a lead for Ultra, but it could have been a hell of a lot worse. Yeah, I mean, I guess good thing Bance is really the only one frying right now. He's got 12 kills. Everyone else, you know, Clayster is having a solid game, but the ARs are 1 and 9. So that is where that opening is, and yeah, you'll take that start. Now you have mid-map control. You kind of see it. It's similar to Garrison, where you have them just pinned on one side of the map. Ooh, it was looking scary, but LA Thieves rebound. I mean, think of the kill feed. I feel like every time I see purple, it's a sub. Every time I see white, it's a Krig. Like, at least through the early part of that game, it was kind of unbelievable. As one side of the kind of setup from each team frying early in this game, but what could have been a big lead ends up being a pretty tight game so far, but 21 points up is Ultra, and back into the hard point they will go. But if you're going to make a run here and have a lead change, it's probably going to happen through 4 and 5 if you are Thieves, but 3 will drop. They're still spawning on the left side of the map so that they can try to rally over into a better position. Yeah, Huke does spawn out, though, so you have a bit of a split push coming in. Cammy's going to spawn up. Those kills come in. That's going to be all the purple arrows. We're flying forward. Well, no, they are. They know that the spawn flip is in. There we go. You see Cleanex. He's in his position. Inside spawns right next to him. Nicely done from Toronto Ultra. Okay, so how I said Thieves were in a good spot in that left side. They are no longer there. Quickly flipped by Ultra. Beautifully done. As Bance just continues to find his kills and flurries, just multi-kill after multi-kill, 18 and 8. Just look at his stat line compared to anyone else. No one's even relatively in the conversation outside of Kenny. Just unbelievable from Bance. Now up to 9, still has the cruise missile, so you still have a streak. And again, staying alive, forcing Drazah and Kenny to look at you. But Kenny, he's trying to heat on up, trying to start that comeback. Able to find 2 off a spawn, but again, there's just no response from anyone else. Yeah, I don't think Bance has lost like a sub-on-sub gunfight. It just feels like once he gets to close range, he is absolutely dominating the subs on the other side. What do you think of Huke and Venom? And Huke's really the guy that's got to turn around. I mean, he's 3 and 12, and you brought him on this team to help the hard point. That's not going to get it done. He's going to cruise because he wants to lock this down, right? He's trying to make this push very slow, delayed for LA Thieves. Can't really go until there's 40 seconds left on the hard point, so that gives you a push, maybe a push and a half, and then they got to start thinking about controlling that plane, but you'll be up to 200 points. But Drazah, okay, the other Krig for the LA Thieves, starting to earn a little spree here, up to 6, needs 1 more to earn some streaks of his own. Venom actually gets that one, so he's still not there, and Cammy will shut it down. So no streaks, down over 100. New PC, new server, doesn't seem to matter. It's still all Ultra in the hard point. And we've seen a couple really crazy comebacks on this map. I'm just trying to think. It's got to probably start here, considering the scoreline. They've already got 170. They've got to hold this side of the map, contest or get the time at first, and then a flawless second. It's got to be. No trophies down. Huke's a little weak from the nade. Again, Cleanex staying up. How is he alive?
puts a trophy at his feet. He waits for his teammates. The nades come in and they go. Now he's on a 6 spree. Bance and Kleenex, the sub duo, up to 45 kills on the map.
Yeah, what is this? It is just a wrecking crew. The sub duo, disgusting. As they continue to just mop the floor with Thieves, it has been so impressive. No streaks though as Venom ends that tear. But it's just so lopsided, and it's just got to be frustrating because that's why Huke is here, right? To help this type of thing from not happening. But it is still happening.
Well, I mean, you know, kind of reminds me at times of Simp and aBeZy. Like, no matter who's on the other team, it can happen to anyone. It can happen to anyone. We saw it at Major 2. These two, they're such a strong 1-2 punch, and they play off each other so well in the respawns. There's not a lot of sub duos that do what they're able to do with their abilities in these respawns. And now LA Thieves, they know they gotta go. It's desperation time. They have to break this hill, but you still have one player in the back. Who is it? It's Kleenex.
It feels like in the respawns they've had them in desperation mode so early, so quickly. Is what you continue to be impressed by the subs.
They're just shooting nukes, dude. They really are.
Just 25 points needed now. Won't end it here. But man, if you were at all worried about Ultra after the loss to FaZe, maybe don't be so worried. They are still in form, still in the hunt for a victory here at Major 3 as they try to go back-to-back. I know we've been spectating so much of the Ultra side because they've been so dominant, trying to see if Huke can get something going, but it's just too late. It is too late. This scoreline, too absurd. Ultra is in. And it's feeling like a 4-map series that might have felt like 20. Not a close map in the mix. A nice search win from Thieves, but everything else so Ultra dominant as Bance and Kleenex just slap Thieves. It's something like they actually stole something from them. It's like someone physically stole something on the Thieves side from Bance and Kleenex. And then they came in and just dominated them.
I mean, what are you supposed to do when Bance is just getting kills through an airplane on accident? Just like, you know, that's how you know things are going just their way. I mean, honestly. I felt like we repeated that sequence 6 times when someone's just in the corner and two players would hop across and then they would just get destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, there has to be a trait there, and there just wasn't. I mean, it's one thing if you're getting, you know, several multi-kills over the course of a game that are big and it allows for breaks, allows for this, allows for that, but when every 10 seconds there's one, at least that's how it felt. It's just impossible to get a victory. As you combine those 2 hard points together, and probably 2 of the more convincing in the history of Call of Duty esports, that was just beautiful. Beautiful stuff out of Ultra. Smiles out, maybe some frustrations with how it went, but it's a 20-point club and a 90-point club they put Thieves in. Didn't matter what server, didn't matter what PCs were in use. Ultra simply too good.
I mean, you get 30 from Kleenex and 29 from Bance. Came in with double neg. Insight's a -1. Like what? I mean,
Bance, he heard I wanted the Cammy Kleenex duo. He's like, hold up, that's my duo. And they just...
No, it really has been. It really has been.
They go in. They are so strong. It's been a conversation this year around the fact that the teams at the top really have an incredible sub duo. And this is one of the best without question. We're going to check out the Scump play of the game. And I mean, it's got to be Bance. Just the number of multi-kills he had over that stretch. It was unbelievable. Double chow, triple chow. Didn't matter if you were on the other side of a plane. Bance was putting you down. Benjamin Bance. Beast.
It was just right from the eco. It was this corner over and over and over again. He gets naded, but then it's Kleenex, or sorry, Kleenex gets naded, and then Bance follows that up. He gets into this corner, and maybe they just know something. Maybe there's something about this spot, because every single time it turned into a multi-kill, and here's that lineup. Yeah, you'll see Drazah's just a... What? I mean, he's obviously weak from another fight, but he's like, what the? He's just looking around.
Yeah, that's like one of the more ridiculous kills we've seen this year. as far as like the one through the plane. Like,
and he
that's
goes
just
back to the spot, and we're just gonna do it again.
Yes, keep on funneling in right into the mixer because aBeZy's still here. We've updated the bracket. I know we showed it a couple times through the breaks, but Ultra, they move on for a date between the winner of Mutineers and OpTic. That'll be our next match. We'll close it out with the winner's bracket final between FaZe and Subliners. But once again, thank you for the patience. We get through the match and we look to continue on, hopefully a little bit cleaner and less issues for Mutineers OpTic, as I'm sure many of you are excited for that. But the respawns there from Ultra, that was terrific to spectate.
Yeah, they're still in that top 4. They're gonna be here for Sunday, so they'll play the winner of that. And then for LA Thieves, it's top 6 again. But the way I kind of view the majors, Maeve, is you see your team and how you perform maybe a little bit under pressure, and can your team be one of the best teams in the world, right? This puts you in that tournament format. But for LA Thieves, and for all of these teams, the biggest goal is getting top 8 and then being there for champs. That is when you want to hit that peak. But I think what the major does show you is if you can win one of these things, it gives you the hope that no matter the tournament, you can win champs.
Absolutely. I think we're going to check out the Astro Social soundboard as someone did the math, which I was not capable of, to show the combined score line. Yeah, 500 to 95 between the two hard points. I don't have anything to tell me that's the craziest combination this year, but I assume that it is. It has to be. That's wild.
They get 100 points over 2 maps, yeah.
Yeah, what do you call that? You don't get 100, like it's a 100-point club, but like double 100-point club? I don't know, but it's not good. Unless it's on the Ultra side, it is incredible. And Vance, who was sensational throughout the course of that series, multi-kills in the right spots. Bancy making plays. We've got him live with Jess after the break.
All right, we're back for another Game Fuel Victory Spotlight. This time we've got Vance on the line. Vance, what a crazy match. I mean, that's absolutely nuts for more than one reason. Can you tell me some of the things that were going through your mind during that series, particularly as you're kind of sitting there waiting through the delays?
Not much, to be honest. I feel like we get a lot of the delays, to be honest. We just sit there just like chatting some weird stuff. We were playing I Spy, you know. And then we were playing like a rhyming game, you know. We don't really tend to just sit there and do nothing. We just sit there just trolling each other, to be honest. So we don't really mind.
but we've all seen those behind the scenes videos. You guys know they are always constantly recording you, so we get to see some of those fun little tidbits, which I, for one, am really glad about. But anyway, you guys are absolutely dominating in hardpoint, and you've moved on to the top 4 largely as a result, or largely because of that amazing hardpoint performance. So, I mean, how good are you guys feeling about your hardpoint right now?
Yeah, we feel quite confident in respawns, especially from like our match yesterday. I feel like the match yesterday against FaZe kind of helped us a lot, like beating them in 2 respawns. So I feel like that's like a big confidence booster for us, and we know like we're probably, well, we're like one of the top teams in respawns right now. Our S&D is looking a bit like iffy at the moment, but I feel like that's just because a lot of teams have looked at what we've done on S&D and just like really like focused on like trying to counter our S&D. But if we like improve that at this stage, I feel like we can go far.
Well, I mean, you've already gone quite far, and it looks like you are on track to potentially make another run all the way to the grand finals. I mean, hey, you could take home another title here today. So with that in mind, like, how are you feeling right here, right now, heading into the 3rd day of this major, maybe as compared to how you were feeling heading into the 3rd day of the 2nd major?
Yeah, it's a completely different feeling, I think. Because we were last major, we were going in it as like underdogs, but I feel like now people see us as like a true contender, so it is a bit weird. But we all still like feel the same. I don't think the wins really change much for us. We still are hungry as ever, determined as ever. Like, so I don't think much has changed, to be honest.
That's wonderful to hear the insight, because I think from a lot of other people, they would say that everything has changed. But thank you so much. And hey, before we let you go, is there anyone that you would like to thank?
Yeah, just thank all the supporters and everyone that's been supporting us through this. It's been a pretty crazy time, and thank you to T-Man. I heard he's a big supporter of us over at the production team, so yeah, shout out T-Man, man.
All right, well, thank you so much, Bance, and we'll go ahead and let you go there. Yep, he says, love you, Bance, you're my man. All right, well, that was just spectacular all around from Bance and the Ultra Boys, but those watching at home, do not go anywhere. Up next, we're gonna get you some OpTic versus the Florida Mutineers.